Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is September 19th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here and take a quick look at these charts and wrap this on up. On this quarterly chart, we see green. We see that we are still above that yearly R1. With our still have a very small wick, we're still looking very bullish here on this quarterly chart. On this monthly chart, we're still above the 9-10 moving average. It's still pointing kind of up. We're still getting higher highs and higher lows, and all look like come next quarter we will be opening above pivot. So again, I expect us to go even higher next month. And although we're just midway through the month, a little over midway through the month, we're real close to an R1 level. So again, come next couple of weeks, we look like we got to see if we're going to actually break that R1. This can give us can run into a little headwind and maybe slow things down a little bit. And I see other markets are getting close to some peaks and stuff. So we got to see what's going to happen here. All right, let's go ahead and go down to this weekly chart. On this weekly chart, what we see here, we see all-time highs. We're in our R1 level on these monthly pivots and all. The Dow made it to this R1. We know it can be pretty strong. It's been trading pretty solid here, pretty control range, on these weekly pivots during the weeks and all. So it's been some potential trades have been there, but I haven't been trading it. I don't trade the Dow that often and all. But it looks good. All-time highs this week, and it's been getting these higher lows and higher highs. So again, there's something there. There is something there for some of us traders and stuff. And I'm not trading it. That's kind of something that got me thinking here. I'm seeing this, but I usually now, if I start doing it, that market will roll over. So I'm not doing it. But everything looks good here. We're well above the 50 moving. This is the 50 moving average down here. We're well above that. We're quite a bit extended, but it's moving slowly, and it's not making these crazy moves up. So this thing can continue rolling up like it's rolling up right now. Just be careful. Pay attention to your trading plans and your trading strategies at this time. But let's go ahead and go down here to this daily chart and see what we see here. Here we do see the little noise here, and we are getting some red candles in here. And like I was telling myself this weekend, you can have some red candles in our uptrend. Don't let that bother you. When you see that, because again, this is FOMC day week, and then when we had this red candle this day before FOMC announcement, and I was still expecting the market to go higher. I was kind of like, oh, what's going on here? But as we can see, it did turn around. It did on the Dow. As we can see, it's got a whole different picture than the other indexes and all. It's got a green candle here instead of a red candle. They're gapping up the next day. It ended up making this all-time high on Thursday, and then we ended up with a doji today. Again, this is option expiration, so you do get some crazy stuff on option expiration. When I say option, we have options expiring every day this day on some of the indexes and all. But this is the monthly. This was a monthly option expiration, quarterly option expiration, and futures contract expirations. And also, again, it's the triple witching thing. I think that's what we used to call it. They probably still call it out there. But now with all our options expiring every day, every week, it's kind of a little different. But as you can see, you still get this crazy stuff that happens where the market doesn't move on that expiration day. They tend to want to pin it somewhere so they can work themselves out of their trades to where they want it to be at. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to share. I hope everybody had a great week. Hope everybody have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you next week. Let me take a quick look at this again. We're going to be opening above pivot. So again, I do expect this thing to be opening above pivot and go higher. But even though we do have a doji right here, we have to kind of like just wait and see. That's the only little thing that kind of like makes you hesitate a little bit with these dojis and all. You can get a red candle that pushes back down to pivot like it did before here, and then you'll probably get your run up. But that's it. This is a Right Side Trader. Just want to make sure I get that in there. I see it, but I make sure I have to say it and all, where everybody can see what I'm talking about and all. But that's it. I hope everybody had a great week. Everybody have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you next week. This is a Right Side Trader. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.